What's going on, everybody? My name's 10% Infinite and welcome back to Generation Zero. For as long as I've played GZ, I've always wanted to make a mini game within the game. You can see it all the way back in my video on bike race routes from July of last year, and even though I put the concept on the back burner for what is it, like over a year now, I've finally reapproached the idea of making mini games in Generation Zero, and my dudes, I've come up with a super fun PvP game that you can play with your mates. Compete over that new EXP weapon you found? Do you need meds or ammo? Have a fun challenge to actually earn them. Want to finally put to rest who has the better aim or the fastest shot? Well, here's your chance. This game is super simple. All you need is 3 types of each gas canister, so explosive, compressed air, and poison gas canisters, a clock, and a big open space. So before we get into the game itself, let's run down some of the best ways to farm up these canisters. First off, for explosive canisters, you can find them in these little wooden boxes, and they respawn upon starting up your game fresh, so these guys are super easy to farm. One of the best spots to farm them en masse is over at Ostervik's Industrial Rad. Next up, for the compressed air canisters, you can primarily find them in toolboxes or on the larger machines. There's no world spawn for these guys yet, so until then, the best spots are anywhere with tons of shipping crates, like Nyhamnen or Industrial Murad. And lastly, for the poison gas tanks, you can farm these cans in the Seltoman Naval Base. Just take the entrance on the hill, head down the stairs on your right, and head into the first door on your left. In this gas room, you can pick up 9 poison gas tanks per run, and just like the explosive tanks, these spawn when you select continue or switch characters in the main menu, so they're really easy to farm. All in all, in maybe less than half an hour of farming, you should have enough canisters to play 1 or 2 rounds. And if you and your buddies are farming at the same time, you can easily have more than enough canisters for a ton of rounds. Now, let's talk about the game itself. This is either a 1v1 or a 2v2 game. In 1v1, all you need is 3 of each canister per round, and in a 2v2 match, you need 5 of each canister per round. In 2v2, you want to have a bigger arena to make sure you have the necessary space to set up everything that you need. Now, the rules for this game are really simple. You'll want 1 side for each player with a healthy distance in between you to make sure that you don't accidentally blow up cans on your own side when you're trying to destroy cans on your opponent's side. What you'll do is you'll set up your opponent's side and then return to your own side. The first player to either destroy all the tanks on the opponent's side wins, or if a player dies, then that's an automatic loss. You can play this game in 2 ways. Either in a strategy setting, where you are aiming to set up your cans in a way to either kill the opponent or strategically destroy all the other cans before your opponent does. Or in a shootout mode, which is essentially a quick draw contest, where the fastest shot wins. It's always good to have a 3rd player around to judge and count down the matches, but it's not entirely necessary. Now, that's it! Pretty simple, eh? So let's get into some examples now. So this first game was a bit of a test, kind of like a proof of concept, you might say. And major shoutouts and thanks to Lucid and Jojo for coming through and helping me test this. These dudes are absolute legends to me. So you can see here I am currently setting up for Lucid's side, and we're using Overby Airbase as it's one of the easiest spots in the map to actually set this up. But really, you can use anywhere in the map that has overly flat terrain. This match was a strategy match, so let's see how it plays out. And so I won this round, but I had a bit of an unfair advantage. And on top of that, I had this strategy of smoke screening Lucid that kind of worked out, throwing off his initial shot as he had been trying to go for the kill on me. In the end, as a test round, I think that this was a great example because it shows how you can have some strategy in this game, either with smoke screening the opponent or setting up a player killer. Now let's see how this next match plays out. Again, you can see me and Lucid switching sides here to set up. Lucid had a really good strat this time, setting up a really dangerous bomb right in the middle of my arena. And on the same hand, it was kind of like half bomb, half smoke screen, basically forcing me to back off from the epicenter, otherwise I'd have taken an immediate loss. But on top of that, it was such a strong blast that it even managed to knock my character down, securing a really clean win. Now next up we had a showdown match. Honestly, these are best left if you want to finish something really fast, as they aren't as fun as the strategy rounds in my opinion. And last up, we had JoJo vs. Lucid, the epic finale. JoJo was a dang natural and managed to score a win on his first game. So there you dudes go, a self-made PvP game in Generation Zero. Let me know, are you gonna give this a shot with your buddies? Do you have any ideas for how this game could possibly be improved? Sound off in the comments down below. But for now, I've been Tenebris, you've been awesome, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Until then, peace.